Yang berusaha Encik Sheikh Abdul Rashid Abdul Ghafur, Deputy Governor Bank Negara Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Datuk Siti Zawiyah Muhammad Desa, Deputy Secretary General of Treasury, Policy, Ministry of Finance. Yang berbahagia Datuk Ahmad Fairuz Zainul Abidin, Deputy Chief Executive of Securities Commission Malaysia. Members of the Board of Cagamas Group of Companies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and a very good morning. And I think still not too late for me to wish all of you Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir Batin, because we are still in that festive season, and you know in Malaysia we celebrate Hari Raya for 1 month. So on behalf of Cagamas, I'm greatly honored and pleased to warmly welcome all of you to this dialogue on sustainable development of affordable housing. It is indeed a privilege to have the presence of Encik Sheikh Abdul Rashid Abdul Ghafur, Deputy Governor of Bank Negara Malaysia, to grace this occasion and to give his keynote address. As we all are aware, the Malaysian dream is to own a home, hence the issue of housing affordability has attracted plenty of attention in Malaysia. The inadequate supply of affordable houses has raised concern from the public, especially from the lower and middle-income households. To date, one of the major challenges faced by the Malaysian government is the issue of housing for Malaysians, and particularly the adequate provision of affordable housing in view of escalating house prices. With a relatively young population, demand for housing in Malaysia remains strong. In Malaysia, it is estimated that just over a third of the population in the age group of 19 to 36 have purchased a house. Rising affluence and a growing and larger middle-income group underpin strong demand for housing by first-time buyers as an asset class. Inevitably, these forces put pressure on house prices. Affordability has thus surfaced as an issue for the younger workforce. It is with this in mind that spurred the idea of hosting a dialogue on affordable housing to address various pressuring issues, such as increasing the number of affordable housing supply, lowering the overall building cost, and the enhancement of policies and regulatory framework to promote a sustainable and responsive housing sector in Malaysia. The dialogue also seeks to give participants a flavor of how other countries are tackling the issues of affordable housing. We trust that stakeholders, which include regulators, ministries and government agencies, senior representatives from banks, government-linked companies, key corporates, as well as developers, will find the dialogue beneficial and trigger much-needed changes to the industry. Cagamas, in its 30 years of existence, is proud to have a pivotal role in facilitating the spread of home ownership among Malaysians. From an initial purchase of conventional housing loan of 100 million in 1987, Cagamas had, by end of February 2017, cumulatively refinanced housing loans in the secondary market equivalent to 133 billion ringgit, or approximately 19 million houses. Millions of Malaysians were thus able to own their dream houses, partly because the competitive long-term financing activities of Cagamas facilitated financial institutions to expand their long-term portfolio of housing loans. Cagamas also participated in the My First Home and youth housing schemes initiated by the Malaysian government, which were introduced in 2011 and 2015 respectively. Both schemes allow young individuals or married couples to obtain 100% financing from participating banks to purchase their first home. The assistance in financing is bolstered by the provision of mortgage guarantee through Cagamas SRP Berhad, which provides a guarantee to banks for financing above 90% of the cost of the house. This enables the eligible applicants to purchase houses costing between 100,000 to 500,000 ringgit without having to pay the 10% down payment. Since the launch of SRP and SPB in 2011 and 2015 respectively, Cagamas SRP Berhad had provided guarantee for housing loans and financing totaling 981 million ringgit, enabling 4,655 individuals or households to own their first house. We are indeed honored today to have with us Encik Sheikh Abdul Rashid bin Abdul Ghafur, Deputy Governor of Bank Negara Malaysia, who will be delivering his keynote address. Later, 4 distinguished panelists with expertise in various areas pertaining to housing will discuss the issues of housing affordability and accessibility. On behalf of Cagamas, I would like to thank the panelists for agreeing to share with us their views on this very important issue. We hope that the dialogue will be a catalyst for more professional discussion and debates and surface appropriate housing policies. Cagamas also wishes to acknowledge the continuous support from the Ministry of Finance, Bank Negara Malaysia, and the Securities Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end, allow me again to extend my sincere thanks to Encik Sheikh Abdul Rashid bin Abdul Ghafur, Deputy Governor, Bank Negara Malaysia, and Chairman of Cagamas Berhad, for his presence here today and for delivering his keynote address. Thank you very much.